Se kopemu asante mantema henkuro Kumasi mu a NDC Lawyers Association ai wo man Ghana mu omu afidida da bia no omukọ conference na afi nso de omu de ahyehyɛ so dendenden na afidie no eno ana toso no mu a NDC Lawyers Association omu atima kodi dwumandie no ewo Kumasi wasante mantema bebia aye bɔkɔ na wohwɛ dwumadie no ase a atitiriw ani anintire na etimi kopie mu ewo dwumadie no ase a bibia ekɔ so yie toten wohwɛ obi te sɛ onimonyamfo Johnson Asiedu Enketia ono ana national chairman edema NDC amonyoko no saa nso so na onimonyamfo Julius Debra ono ana chief of staff edema oman Ghana ena afi nso krampo no NDC amonyoko no won general secretary won twetwefo panyini mechire fifi fiave kote ono so de nanimonyam ekopie mu ewo dwumadi na se a anigi sem ne se na bibia ede dana kwamu a afi die no nso no etimi ekoyie pa ma omanfo no hu sa ampa lawyers a womu ewo NDC amonyoko mu a omu aka mu hu abom a omu nkabo mu kuo no afi bia omu ko share toso num no afi nso mu ko share no bibia ede dana kwamu pa na nipa ogina simpie so ede ensem atu ho egu ho ma omanfo nso nya bi etieye eye attorney general onimonyamfo Dr. Dominic Anyene wono anegina simpie so wode nsem atu dwa ekire omanfo se nyame nuko ni NDC amonyoko no se obo man Ghana mu pa na se yeka amonyoko bi a wode kabemamenka bi eye adwuma pa wo san NDC hu a unya bi oba bia wase efiri afempim afe apem ahenko de okono mienu 1992 ebesi samre NDC amonyoko no ekita eye kabemamenka bi amamu mu a omukita mu a kyese so omudi nkunimu abamu so omudi nkuguo eyade a omo ete enema ase ema bibia ekototen wasan echire mu se afi timu a eda sa conference onkun eso eye government recent agenda a de twaso no eye the role of NDC lawyers na se wo hwe government aban otetoi na recent agenda wode aba obohu da rule se obia ensomu bie no sanso na NDC lawyers a omonso oman afana ba bia no omonso ewo asudie ewo saa ensem no ho mechire eye reset agenda omampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi abeto Ghana fo tirimu no enu nti no lawyer ni bia oye NDC ni bia no onhwe hu se ono nso so no asudie kese pa eda ho ede mana ode eye adwuma ade aboa ama asa reset agenda no etimi aboa ma oman Ghana etimi afi adumu akọ adumu ode ensem tudwa na sei na onimonyamfo yekan.
When we defend the poor and vulnerable in court, we give life to Article 17's promise of equality. When we hold government accountable for misuse of public resources, we honor Article 35(8) of the Constitution, which enjoins the state to prevent corruption and the abuse of power. When we protect workers against abuse, farmers, market women, and the marginalized, we affirm the NDC social democratic heritage that governance must be people-centered and justice-driven. As SOA JSC stated in 24 and Attorney General 1918 Ghana Law Report 637, our Constitution is a living document intended to meet the needs of our society. That living spirit is social justice, and it is our duty to nurture the spirit and sustain it. The NDC, since its inception, has positioned itself as a custodian of these values: free compulsory basic education, the expansion of health facilities, rural electrification, workers' rights, and social protection schemes are all testaments to this tradition, despite the noise that is always being made by our opponents to the effect that we have nothing to show when it comes to social protection. But a lawyer's role in politics must be principled. When we engage in political advocacy, it must not be for the sake of power, but for advancing fairness, inclusion, and accountability. The bar cannot be neutral in the face of inequality. And of course, as NDC lawyers, as social democrats, we cannot and should not tolerate inequality. We must stand where justice demands. Comrades, The NDC lawyer must be, first of all, an advocate of equity, using law to dismantle systemic barriers that perpetuate poverty and exclusion. A defender of constitutionalism, ensuring that our democracy serves the people, not just the elite. And of course, constitutionalism limits the power of government so that rights may be expanded. The NDC lawyer must also be a voice for the voiceless, making legal aid, pro bono services, and community advocacy a living part of our professional identity.
Eno achino NDC amanyo korom twetwe for panyini odumonyamfo fifi fiave kote enso ejina simpie so ede nsem atudwa ema won so de wonanum no nso wesagu ho ema omanfo no ete niam ase ema oka akusi so se samle ya Ghana ani abda ye hwehwe se ebehu kwan papa omampanyine his excellency John Dramani Mahama befa so na waboa ma niam atimi atoto yi a oguso a wobo no homoden ama oman Ghana tracker na esisu a na akofa nchen no ya san besusu bie mu bibia ekoyie no ebi mu nso ewo mu wo ho no mu a afidwa ya okasa wo mu yayi ewo ho no mu a sebe mperiasa omo nso ese niema na no de wo modin o na mrepa mu no saafo no nyina ho bepa ntoma ebi se Ghana chekere no enye se bia ba akofo asodie na emum no eyo omamu no nyina nipa dodo ewo mu no eyo obi bia asodie yentie se de ono so osika nsem.
If it's to be done, it must be done well. And to be done well means it has to be thoroughly done, proper due diligence. The job must be properly done. And you are the lawyers, so you should know. If you say righteousness and justice should be the foundation, it must be. So you cannot in one breath be making proclamations that are condemning those who are on the other side, while you yourself are part of the system that want to subvert the same laws and the same constitution, the same rights things from being done. So you should be the first point of making sure things are done properly. That's the only way we can establish a society that will be truly great and strong. My first point. My second is this. And Attorney General, I'm sure the pressure is mounting. We at the level of the party are picking the signals. And the signals we are picking is this: that many among us, in spite of the Father, please, and the pressure coming from the public that the things have to be done properly, punishment must be exacted, and things have to be done. Some among us are busy trying to cut deals with people who are supposed to be prosecuted. Some among us are trying to cut deals. Some are becoming conduits through whom pressure is being brought to bear on people who are supposed to do what is right. I'm not mentioning names. A time may come where we may have to. A word to the wise. Some know themselves, those who are. We are hearing your names. Think again. Because this victory was achieved largely because the people of Ghana wanted the right things done. Not for deals to be cut. For them to say, okay, now that we are on the other side, we cut deals so that tomorrow you also can get a deal cut. No, it won't happen.
I know, Achino. Odumonyamfo Julius Debra, wano ana chief of staff edema oman Ghana. Wano so ede ensem etoa so echire mu se. Nyame no kure ni. Aloyafo mo NDC abanyokom a omo binum kratima tuku e fere mo NDC Lawyers Association. A omo di dwumade bi sei no. Wo mu dodo na so wo asudi e wo se won so timebua na reset Ghana agenda no. Bibia timi ekoso toten. Wo se ade pa ebua ma democracy etimi ejina fapem na etimi pia oman ma ne ko animu abrabo mu no eye akontabu a eho eni asem krogen ana afi nso kura no bibia beye bia no so wo se emu da ho pefe eno na efe no transparency and accountability na saa na ema na antibanko so a ya na emwa nanso so yɛwɔ ɛyɛ lawyers akuku dam ɛwɔ NDC amanyɔkuo mu no wɔgye di sɛ wɔn nso betumi aboa ama biribia mu ada ho pefee ama ɔman Ghana kɔ anim.
Our leaders understand that governments stand or fall on the quality of the people who lead them. Appointments are not merely about filling positions. They aim to instill a culture of legality, discipline, and a sense of duty in high offices. The government relies on you, the NDC lawyers, because your judgment is trusted. Indeed, we cannot gather here without acknowledging that this government has appointed some of you into various roles of trust and responsibilities. Ministers and deputy ministers, chief executives and deputy chief executives, and members of governing boards. These appointments reflect the confidence reposed in you by both the party and the president. Yet I am mindful that not all of you have received such appointments. To those comrades, I say this: do not lose hope. Do not renege on your activities in the party and in this group. Your contributions here are vital. Your commitment is noted, and the future is bright. The call to service comes in many forms, and when your time comes, the party and the nation will look to you to lead. And believe you me, even when postmasters are on strike, they will make sure they deliver your appointment letter before they continue the strike. This conference should remind us that our responsibilities extend beyond advocacy in courtrooms. They extend to shaping the architecture of governance and the future of our party. Whether in private practice, academia, civil society, or public service, we are bound by a standard duty to use our skills for the good of the people. We must participate in the drafting of policies, be vigilant in drafting or reviewing contracts, and be committed to the fight against corruption.